Hey Scorpio, this is Tara from Tara's Tarot. I'm here with June's Scorpio reading. If you'd like to message me about a private reading, just email me at the email below. I have dealt your cards. Well, I have shuffled, so I'm about to deal. Let's get into it. I'm a Scorpio rising, so I'm excited to see what is coming up. Dang, oh my god. Okay, first six cards are, five of them are major. Six, wow, interesting. Yeah, like all major cards. Okay, interesting. What is going on? I'm gonna need clarity on this. Holy crap. All right, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 out of 14 cards are major cards. I'm counting the Ace of Wands as one. Okay, let me just look at these for a second and kind of tune in and see what's going on. Yeah. Whew. But why is that? Okay, we're gonna look at that. Okay, basically, holy crap. Okay, I don't know, like, I'm just gonna talk it through for a little bit and then look at all the cards and show you. Okay, so just like summarize. It seems like there's some kind of truth that's been revealed in the recent past, like something like the truth was seen, justice was served, there was no mistaking what's going on in the situation, and then there's this whole new faded change and a whole new fresh start. So like somehow the chips fell where they did, you saw what was going on, there's this whole new movement to life, a change, a new chapter, things are turning, and then there's a brand new future. Something about love, it's love is the foundation of this reading, so love is really what's going on here behind the scenes. A choice, if it's not love, it's like a choice based on your values, your soul, but it's definitely probably love related. So there's a choice between people, a choice of staying or going, a choice between whether to invest in someone or just some kind of situation that's really stirring your soul and moving you in the romantic department. I feel like, yeah, there's like this big change in life. Like you're moving forward, you know where you're going, but yet, like you have a vision and a path and you're following that. There's this whole new, yeah, new passion, new fire in you that you're hoping for. Like you're developing something, moving forward, moving on. There's all this momentum. But in your environment, there was like some kind of heartbreak, or if this wasn't your disappointment and your heartbreak, it's someone else's. Like someone else involved in this situation was really heartbroken. Like I don't know if you left someone, if you divorced someone, if someone ended up leaving you, but whatever it is, it's a faded good change. It's like you're starting fresh, you're starting over, you're moving on, the momentum's there, you have the vision. But you might be feeling a little bit like in the dark, like you don't really know what's going on, like you're looking for answers, you're going within, you're trying to figure out what is true, what you believe. I feel like it's like, yeah, like that's kind of like you have to be on your own in that quest. Like there's an alone element there. Wow, and then the outcome is interesting. We're gonna get there. Okay. All right, so what do we got here? We got the main energy of your reading, which is really awesome. I love to see this card in the main position. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so what's happening in your life right now is out of your control in the best way. It's like this is fate. This is your guidance, your team, your angels, the clock of the universe. It's time. So things are moving into a new place, a new chapter. There's a new cycle here, and this is in your present. So things are, your life's changing. You're not going to be in the same kind of area or zone as you've been. Things are picking up and speeding up and moving you along. Crossing that, we got the Three of Wands. So there's this something you've been like developing or putting your will towards is continuing to grow. It's building, it's stabilizing. So when we have the three, you've already kind of had the vision of where you want to go. You've made your choice and kind of plotted what you're going to do. And the 3 is when your ships come in, it's starting to gain momentum. You're starting to see the fruits of your labors. And now it's able, like a fire, like a triangular fire, it's supporting itself. You can walk away and it's still going to burn and do its thing. Okay, so there's movement forward in your life. Okay, and it could be separate from this, or it could be related to this project or this fire or this will that you have, this new vision for your life. Now underneath the deck, well, not underneath the reading, so this is like the subconscious energy, what's going on behind the scenes, or what's just the root of this matter is the Lovers. So this could be about a love situation. This could be about, what is like the root of the issue is love, or a choice about what's best for you, whether it's a job, whether it's whatever. It's really about connecting to your soul and not being able to ignore this calling we have and having to put our money where our mouth is, almost like, what are you going to do? Who are you? What are you choosing? What's important to you? But oftentimes this is just, you're falling in love. You are dealing with an issue in love. You're feeling really drawn to someone. Or you could have the whole, choice between 2 people. This could be like a love triangle, and you're trying to figure out, what direction to go in. And it's interesting because in your environment, there's a 3 of Swords. So maybe for some people, this is a love triangle. Like, I feel like this is like disappointment and heartbreak and, breakups or being let down or disillusioned or whatever. And then in your present, in terms of what's on your mind and how you're looking at the situation, is the Hermit. So I don't know if you got hurt or you were left, or just the circumstances of the situation it's time to move on from that. And that's really disappointing. And now you're kind of like, okay, what did this mean? Why did this happen? Where do I go? Where do I go from here? The Hermit's like, we're stripped of everything, and we only kind of have the light of ourselves, the light of God, to guide us. And that's going to expand you and actually teach you more and move you along on your path. But right now you could be feeling cut off or alone or lonely or lost or confused. You're like seeking for answers, seeking for that connection, seeking for like, what is true? What do I do? Now in the recent past, something happened, something undeniable, unmistakable, something huge. Okay, that's the Justice card. So recent past, it's like, you can't hide anymore. You can't, ignore the truth, the facts. Justice is here. The judge made its decision. Karma balanced out. Justice is like every single choice you've made or non-choice you've made has resulted in this situation that was in your recent past. And now here's how the chips fell. You can't, run from that or deny it anymore. So there's some kind of decision or some kind of black and white verdict that was made or truth that was known in your recent past. And that's leading into, okay, so this decision, this thing, you can't deny it anymore. Now life is changing, life is turning, life is moving on. And in the near future, we got the Fool. So there is a new future here. There is a new path ahead, there's no going back before to what was, because we now know justice, what is true, what is not true, what is just, what is the natural result of all that's come before. And there it is. Fate is kicking in now. You're being moved along in your life. And there is a brand new future for you in your new future. This is good. This is like the slate is wiped clean. It's a fresh start. It's a brand new cycle. Okay, so that feels really good to me. Like, I feel like whatever that was you went through, you're free from it, and now you're moving forward. But it might feel to you, like from the Hermit, scary. Like, I don't know where I'm going. What is this new future? Where is life taking me? Where is the wheel turning? Where's it going to land? what, maybe you have to heal a little bit from this justice, or you're just trying to wrap your mind around what's going on, what happened, what does God want me to do, where am I called to go, that kind of thing. Now, you do have the star in your you position, so representing you as you see yourself, what you're embodying, and that's a very hopeful card. Like, you believe in something, you have a vision, you have hope. You could be shown the way, like something in you is stirring and has called you towards believing in something. Like, you believe in this, you're going towards it, you want it, you believe it's going to happen and it's going to come true, and you're having maybe dreams, you're feeling inspired, you have a whole new sense of what could be, again with the Fool in the near future. You're being led on this whole new path that you feel very hopeful and inspired by. So you should be feeling, I feel like, a good energy. Like, this is a good movement forward. This is a good, fortuitous, benevolent kind of inspiring change. And, in your hopes and fears, we got the Ace of Wands. So, like, you probably want this change. This is like a brand new spark of will, of fire in you. Or the circumstances and environment has brought this opportunity down to you and set the field for you to embrace this whole new seed that's been planted. So, yeah, I feel like you probably want this. Your eyes on the prize. You know where you're going. You're feeling really gassed up about this and like excited and pumped up about whatever this new future is, wherever life is taking you. And again, on the bottom of the deck, Chariot. So this is like victory. You're moving, you're grooving, you're moving on. You know where you're going. You're in control of yourself. You're in control of the forces of life, where you're allowing, you're in control of yourself and mastering those forces. So you're going where you want to go. You're getting there. You're doing it. You're overcoming. You're succeeding. It's a victory, and you're traveling. This could be like literally, of course, it's travel, whatever way that applies to you. So whether it's you leaving a relationship, moving on from that, whether it's, moving a job or moving home or whatever it is, or moving state or country or whatever. But, the Chariot to me is like when you like spin a top on the table and it spins and you get that sweet spot where it's just like, spinning the fastest that it can, and it's incomplete. There's nothing really interfering with it. The momentum is there. That's like what Chariot is. It's like you're so in tune and in control of your own personal manifestation momentum that you're just going. So yeah, I definitely see you moving forward. Things are developing, things are building. Something with love. Love is under the surface. Love is the core of the situation. Or being called, following a calling that is a passionate soul calling. And again, there's this Three of Swords in the environment. So I don't know if someone else is hurting, if you're moving on from someone and they're feeling this way. This could be like another person. Or if just it was like a little sad of a situation and a little bit, not pleasant. But for the vast majority, this is a positive change, and I feel like you feel good about it. Now, interesting, the outcome. Okay, the outcome is really interesting. So we've got a little bit of like illusory thinking, a little bit of like you might be caught up in illusion and feeling a little bit anxious and trapped in disbelief or illusion. So we got the Nine of Swords. I pull 4 for the outcome. So we got Nine of Swords, we got the Devil. Okay, so this is making me feel like you might come to a point where you're feeling like you're not seeing things clearly. Like your negative thoughts are getting the best of you. You're kind of believing illusion. You're believing these fear thoughts that are talking to you. I'm just gonna get a little more light. It got really dark for some reason. Come on. And that's the kind of the same thing in the Devil, where we're forced in this soul lesson, this soul moment where we're going, we think we're trapped, we think we're stuck, we think we're doing something that we don't want to do or that isn't right for our soul, but for some reason we think that we have to be there, we have to stay there, or we are beholden to this circumstance or beholden to this belief system. And really we're not, but we're caught and lost in this kind of disempowered anxiety thinking. Okay? And the whole thing here, the message here is that we need to take a step back and go, wait a minute, I'm in control of my life. I'm in control over the thoughts that I think. I'm in control over my happiness. So anything that's telling me otherwise or is against that, get out of my face, but it can be very tricky, and we don't even sometimes know that we're doing that to ourselves, or that we're stuck in this disempowered state. Okay, so there's that energy. There is the High Priestess, which is asking your intuition for guidance, being still, going down into the underworld, into our intuition, and asking for guidance, reflecting on what's going on, getting in tune with the truth of the situation. Okay, so it's almost like you're feeling trapped and stuck and lost, I don't know. And if your thoughts right now are kind of leaning towards fear and I'm alone, I'm lost, what do I do, where do I go, I can't do this on my own, just be aware that we can contribute to the outcome energy, by what we're thinking about now and how much energy we're putting into that. We can tip the scales so that we're actually unnecessarily living in this space when really the whole reading is so beautiful. There's this beautiful new future in the future. There's this development of passion and inspiration and a project. There's this hope for this new bright future, this new passionate opportunity. Fate is on your side. The wheel is turning. The wheel is spinning you. Your life is moving forward. The Lovers is on the bottom. So there's this very deep, heartfelt energy here. The Chariot is victory and triumph. You're moving on. You're moving forward. And the Star, you are hopeful. You are getting these visions or dreams that are telling you and showing you the way. It's almost like what you're calling, what you're feeling called to is real, is true. But you may be doubting that with the Hermit. You might be not seeing how it's going to come together, or not believing it, or maybe this environment energy, the Three of Swords, is, maybe you're still experiencing that and still cleansing and purging that. But everything else, your life is moving forward. And whatever this justice was, it's the truth shall set you free. The verdict was made and now you can move on. So again, the outcome, this High Priestess, is go within, really still those thoughts that are just thoughts and really most of them aren't even true. Try to get into a centered place. Try to walk in nature. Try to meditate, take a salt bath, work out, and really kind of don't even rush yourself or push yourself to find an answer, but just know the answer's there. It's already there. You just have to be quiet to hear it. Pray, even just ask the energy, ask the universe what it is you're supposed to know, and you'll get that answer. You'll get that comfort and guidance. And then the King of Swords was the other outcome card. So it's a truth is known, a decision is made. There's some kind of conclusion here. I want to get one more card for the outcome to kind of see. And I'm just going to get some clarity cards on these. Oh my God, that popped out. What's this one? All right, so this just flew out, Page of Cups. So this is like an offer of love, a new offer of joy. Just something that opens your heart, that feels good, that feels warm and fuzzy, a new depth, a new dimension. Kind of like an innocent, nice, offer. All right, so let's look at the outcome. We're going to get one more card to kind of sum up what the outcome is. What does Scorpio need to know? How is this situation or event leading? What's one more card to clarify the whole outcome for us? One card to clarify the outcome. What's one card to clarify the outcome? What's one card for the outcome? Okay. The sun. Yay. Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like, this is leading you to a great place. This is leading you to a better place. This is leading you to a fresh start where you're engaged with the situation. You're free. You're feeling good again. You're, charged up. It's just that you might have some fears to overcome. You might be feeling worried about this new future. You might be feeling vulnerable about it. And it's going to bring up, your weakness or your demons. It's going to push that button, if we're ever, if it's whatever big life change we're going through, when we're in uncomfortable, uncharted territory, it's gonna bring up your self-protective mechanisms. So just be conscious that that doesn't mean that's the truth. It's not like, oh, I'm having a bad feeling about this. I'm doomed. No, it's just discerning what's truth, what's your intuition, what's real versus what's a fear thought, what's just a thought, what is a false belief, what's tricking me. Like, so if it's something that's coming out of fear, that's an illusion. If it's something that's coming out of a genuine love, that's the truth. So you do have your intuition, which I see you using and getting to an outcome with, getting to an answer, balancing, using logic, using your smarts, using your intuition, coming to terms with this. And there was that, outcome energy, the sun. So again, like that echoes what I'm seeing here. You're like, your life's moving forward, you're moving on. Everything looks really positive. So I want to do, let's see, what is anything else we need? I want to do like let's do the Three of Swords in the environment. Why is this heartbreak and disappointment here in the environment? Do you have anything else to tell us about that? Is that helpful for us to know? What is this Three of Swords in the environment here for Scorpio? Three of Swords. Environment. Three of Swords in the environment. Three of Swords in the environment is Queen of Cups. Alright. Yeah, it's like making me feel like it's just like there's a healing. Like whatever this disappointing situation was, it's breaking open emotions. It's could be uncomfortable emotions coming up, but it's a clearing. It's a healing. It's getting things flowing and breaking apart whatever that was keeping you in whatever situation you were in. I feel like it's a positive change. Like it's a positive... it's almost even like when you're like this might be a bad example, but like say you're waiting for your prison sentence and like all that anxiety and tension for all that time that builds up, and then it's almost like once the sentence comes, like you'd rather just have the sentence to like let all that go and just know what's going on so that your mind doesn't torture you anymore. It's almost like that. Like I feel like whatever that negative situation or disappointment was, it's freeing you and cleansing you and allowing your emotions to regenerate and heal. And what's this Lover's card on the bottom? Because this is the root of the issue. It's lovers, the lovers. So you made some kind of choice in love. Or that could be just like, say you met someone and you really started feeling like, whoa, I'm emotionally, physically, spiritually connected. Like, dang, could I fall in love with this person? Like, that's a choice as well, because you're recognizing that and you're choosing like to be aware of that. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a choice between two people or three people or whatever. What is this Lover's card for Scorpio? Yeah, it's this one. The Tower. So, yeah. Wow. So, yeah, something happened around love, deep in the heart, deep in the soul, that just totally threw you for a loop, shattered what you thought. Anything that wasn't right, wasn't real, is like totally has crumbled. And it's revealing the truth. So whether that's, the relationship you were in was no good, that came to the surface, now you're moving on to bigger and better things. You might be wondering if you did the right thing. You might be feeling like your thoughts are playing with you and your mind is telling you you didn't, but you actually did, and you're going to get to that place where you know that you did do the right thing, and you're going to find that gut feeling. It could be like maybe you met someone and like fell in love and left someone else behind, and it was a big shock and a surprise to you, but again, like fate is here saying like, this is supposed to happen. This was in the cards. Trust the universe. You really have no choice in this matter. You're going, you can kick and scream and make it hard on yourself, or you can just go with the flow. Like, this is really like, this new future is here for you. And let's just see what that new future is. Let's get a card on the Fool and see if we can get any kind of idea on that. So the Fool in the near future. Is there anything that's important for us to know about the Fool of the near future for Scorpio? Fool in the future for Scorpio. What is the Fool? What is this new beginning? What is this brand new fresh start? Is there anything we need to know about Scorpio? About the Fool for Scorpio? What do we need to know about this? Okay. The Two of Wands. Yeah, so it's like a new beginning, a new path for you. You're definitely charting your course and kind of like, wow, what do I do with this new future? What do I do with this new beginning? Where do I want to go? And it's exciting for you. You like your hopes and fears. You're really excited and passionate about, wow, anything could happen. The sky is the limit, All right, let's just do one on the Hermit. I need one on the Hermit, because that's the only thing that it's like, yeah, like, I mean, that goes with like a new beginning where you're unsure of where you're going. You could be feeling vulnerable and like you need answers or alone. What's the Hermit card on the top of the reading for Scorpio? Hermit. What's going on? Why is the Hermit here for Scorpio? Why is the Hermit here for Scorpio on the top? Why is the Hermit here for Scorpio? What's the Hermit? Why is the Hermit here? What's the Hermit for Scorpio on the top? I feel like it's that, but I need another one. What's the Hermit? Oh, the High Priest. Yeah, so I feel like you're just bringing in divine knowledge and you're bringing in the truth, but you're kind of looking for that right now. Like, you're kind of like, what is real? What is true? Where do I go? And this is like that heavenly knowledge that you're bringing to earth through the Hermit's lantern, which is your light inside. You going within. Like, look, he's like, he can't hear, he can't see. He's really stripping himself of all other external stimulus, which is what hermits do, to really get inside and hear, again, the outcome, that voice, the high priest, the high priestess, to go, okay, let me drown out all this bullshit, the Nine of Swords and the Devil. Like, I don't hear you, devil. What's like God saying? What's my truth telling me? Okay, so yeah, so in summary, you just had a big, decision be made line in the sand, verdict, situation, life-changing moment. Your life is moving forward. You're developing a new future. You see where you're going. You have a vision. You're moving forward. It's exciting. You have all this opportunity here for you. You're healing from whatever disappointing thing was. You're moving on and it looks good. If you do, you could be confronted with a little bit of feeling lost or feeling like unsure or feeling alone or trying to find your way and trying to see what is true, what is right, and combating a little bit of, vulnerable fear energy, like feeling negative thoughts, believing that maybe this won't work out, that this isn't good for you, but ultimately you're going to connect with your intuition and you're going to see that it is right for you and you're going to commit to that decision and really, you have the sun. It's all going to be good. So this is a positive life change for you. But it can be heavy because it's the Lovers and the Tower. That's the bottom. So it's a very heartfelt, heavy, but it's good. It's exciting. So awesome, Scorpio. Oh, if anyone wants to email me, just email me at the email below. I can take you through my private readings. They're much more in depth than this. If you have any questions, let me know. All right, bye.